Hey y'all, Stand Up Gamer here with another vlog, and today we're back at Microcenter. I've got things to pick up, but first let's go check out things like this resin printer. Lately I've been kind of wanting one. I already have a small printer I want to show you all later on, but this is a pretty good price for one, right? Not a bad buy in my opinion. I already have a large format 3D printer, but the H2TD has caught my eye. It's only slightly bigger than the one I already have, but what's really cool about this printer is the fact that it can also cut with its laser, which means I could actually make side panels or any other faces just using laser cutting. And its ability to print in multi-materials means I don't have to be afraid of using supports for my prints. If you have one, let me know how it's going. Looking at all the boxes of filament at Microcenter never gets boring. The huge wall of filament never ceases to amaze. But I'm cheap, so I still buy on Amazon. I'm still amazed they have these printers running in front of everyone. I don't really have much faith in humanity, so I'm surprised no one's burned or hurt themselves on these yet. This reminds me I need to replace my broken 3D pen. But what I really want to start playing around with is a 3D scanner. I bet it would open up so many doors with my designs. If you use one, let me know which one you like and why you like it. It would be really cool to use one so I can start scanning and modeling really complex parts that are hard to measure with simple calipers or rulers. And it would be really fun to get a 3D scan of my... You know what really surprised me at Microcenter? Despite having all these cool things, like having all sorts and sizes of pliers, cutters, and screwdrivers, and all things related to soldering and heat shrink, basically things that are perfect for cable mods or custom cables for PCs. You would think that they would have crimpers for such things. But I swear I looked down every aisle, looked on every shelf, looking for crimpers, and I did find some crimpers, but nothing that could be really used for cable mods for a PC. It was really strange. Why not, Microcenter? After not finding anything for cable mods, I did run into this PC case with a really cool texture on the front. It was almost like it was cement. From afar, anyone could be fooled. Being a small form factor PC lover, I had to check out the ITX boards for AM5, and holy sh*, these things are really expensive. I cannot believe they're charging this much for motherboards. I swear my last ATX board was like 50 bucks. Look, I am probably one of the biggest lovers of VR, but seeing these in the store just grossed me out. Ugh. By this time, I'm sure my wife was super annoyed that I've been in the store for this long, so I head over to the online pickup area. Do you think that Microcenter is the best computer store in the world? I don't know why I'm doubting that. Have you been to a better computer store? I bet Taiwan has better. Okay, so let's get to the real reason why I went to Microcenter today, and that's to get this. It's just RAM. Simple RAM. That's what I came to get at Microcenter. And you might be wondering, what's so special about this RAM? 5600, that's like super slow, right? Like generally you want over 6000, and you're right. But unfortunately, RAM prices have been skyrocketing. For $190, this is quote unquote kind of a deal, even though it's slow RAM. When you compare it to other RAM sticks that are almost the same speed and slow, it's so much cheaper compared to them. It's so weird how RAM prices have risen so much. Apparently, it's gonna get worse. Maybe it's just Microcenter, but when you look at other stores like Newegg, they're not that much better. Like, look at the cheapest one here, and it's coming from Hong Kong. If you're buying that from the US, it might never come to you. And the second cheapest RAM is even slower than the one I have in my hand and more expensive. It is just not a good outlook. Are most people going to have to just stick to buying slow RAM in the future? I kind of regret not jumping on the deals I saw a few months ago, but at that time I felt like I didn't have any need to upgrade, and so I looked at all these deals and just kind of ignored them. Look at how fast this RAM is compared to what I just bought right now. They say you should try to aim for 6000 because it makes it in sync with the CPU, not 5600. It's even more painful when you see deals like this that happened just a few days ago where the RAM was even more faster and way more cheaper. Darn. I assumed that these sales would come up every once in a while, but from what I'm reading, they aren't going to be coming around very much. So if I said that 6000 RAM was kind of the minimum to buy these days, why would I go ahead and buy 5600? It doesn't make sense, right? But remember that prices are going to get higher and higher. So I want to know, what can we do if we're stuck with slower RAM? So in the coming vlogs, I want to find an answer for that. And one of the theories I have is, can we just overclock it so we can reach 6,000? Besides needing the time to test the RAM, we only need a few simple tools to test this overclocking theory in the next coming days. Just to be clear, I'm not fully advocating for overclocking because it does come with downsides, and the main thing is it does void your warranty and could potentially reduce the lifespan of your parts. So one of the best things you can do is monitor your components properly, and for RAM, I'll be using memtest so that we can properly test our RAM. So stay tuned for that. This should be fun. Good, you're still here. I almost forgot, in order to test out our DDR5 RAM, we do need a DDR5 motherboard, along with a DDR5 compatible CPU, just like this one right over here.